Sunday morning, jumped out of bed, put on my best suit, got on my bike, raced like a dream, all the way to breakfast with Bob and Rachel.
Championship edition presented by EAS Sports Nutrition, Cliff Bar, Timex, Roca, Tanya Pura Resort, Rudy Project, Slow Twitch, second place finisher, 2015 Ironman World Championship, Rachel Joyce. Yay! You looked so good on the run. I've watched you run here a lot of times, and I don't know what it was, but you look stronger, you look fresher. Did you feel it yourself?
Yeah, that was a completely different run experience than I've had. I just felt more relaxed and like I was enjoying it a bit more. I think maybe I've kind of tried to force it a bit too much in previous years. I felt good, and it was, I came off in a different position. I was trying to run myself back onto the podium, and that feels different as well. So
that way, rather than feeling like you're the hunted,
yes,
you're the prey, you're the hunter.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And you're running and you're using your run as a weapon rather than trying to be defensive with it.
Yes,
and I bet that's more fun.
It is much more fun. Yeah. And it was one of those days where, at points on the bike, I felt like I was kind of out of the race.
Really?
But because I was a long way back, I kind of made a mistake coming out of transition, just changing, and that meant I lost the group after doing a really good swim.
Yes.
So then I was starting to make up time to the group in front, and then suddenly this massive time gap opened up, and I was like, okay.
That's not good.
That's not good. But I tend to be stronger on the back half of the bike. So I was like, okay, once I've done the turnaround at Harvey, just go for it. And it was good because Angela Nath caught me at that point, and she's such a strong rider. And she, kind of pepped me up, and I think at least I held time to Daniela then. I mean, the gap was big to her.
It was almost like you're going, okay, either she's going to blow up or she's going to win. At that point, to 12, 13 minutes, it's like, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't worry about what someone else is doing, and you just have to I was just thinking, okay, you haven't overbiked. I knew that I would be able to run off the bike well, and so it was get off and let's do this.
So, like I said, you look so much better running. How much of that was coaching, just changing your preparation, and maybe, it's so hard, the season's so long, to be fit in April, May, and be fit and hungry in October is very difficult. And I could tell in the past that maybe you were a little overcooked by the time you got here.
No, definitely. I think mentally, as much as anything, I've felt, especially last year, I kind of came into it like I didn't quite have the edge that you need. By circumstances, I couldn't race for much of the summer just because I was injured, and that made me really hungry to get here. And also working with Julie, she really understood, like she saw me last year and saw that I was probably mentally a bit fried by the time I got here, and that was something we really addressed and worked on coming into this. And she also gave me the confidence to back my own run as well, because I'm often seen as a swim biker, but actually, I'm a good runner too.
And you have to change your game in this sport. I mean, early on, Dave Scott was a swim bike guy, and then he became the best runner. And we've seen that over time. And I mean, someone that like Miranda's had to improve her cycling, and she has.
Yeah.
So when did you hear that Miranda was out of the race?
One of the photographers told me, I think, as I was on the way back down from Harvey.
Okay.
And, that was horrible to hear. We all know how much effort we get put in to get here. And, and it must feel, you just know it feels devastating in that moment, when she was unfortunately hit by a car. No one wants to hear that. We all want the best people on the start line, and when something bad luck like that happens, it's not good for anyone.
No, you want the best people on the biggest stage in the best shape of their life, so
Yeah.
that you can look at that race and know that you did your best against the best.
Yes, no, exactly.
That always makes a big difference. So when you're looking at, when you're leading a race and all of a sudden, you get passed and, you're like devastated because you've taken ownership of the race.
Mm-hmm.
This time, being able to, run your way in the second and feel that, that you had that type of aggressive race. How do you walk away from this one?
I feel really, really happy, and I wasn't happy last year, and
Right.
I was pretty flat and disappointed, and I really had to kind of look at what I was going to do with my career, because I hadn't.
Take a look at your career after last year's race.
Not just the race, but was I still enjoying the race as much as the sport as much as I had, and I love racing, but I didn't really enjoy the race last year.
Yeah.
And so, I came into this race and I was like, it's hard as anything, but I wanted to really absorb the atmosphere on a Leahy Drive rather than feel kind of overwhelmed by it. And
Right.
I really did enjoy a Leahy Drive, and I even smiled at points, which
No
I
way.
haven't done
No.
for a year or so.
You were smiling?
Yes.
No way.
So, yeah.
So what do you take from this race for next year?
It's hard to think about next year.
Yeah.
I think, I kind of take, a week or two just to not even think about another
compress it,
race,
yeah.
and just enjoy, what happened yesterday, and kind of celebrate with the people that kind of got me to
Right.
it. And I haven't had a good year. Like, I came into here and I feel like my year was pretty mediocre, and it's really nice when you put in a good performance here. You can kind of almost forget, but it's really nice to really put in the performance that I know I'm capable of, and everyone who's been kind of backing me all year. It's kind of a celebration for everyone, because there are points I didn't really have much to draw confidence from,
Right.
other than training coming into this.
Right.
But it's kind of, a way to, round off the year.
What was Julie's message to you before the race?
Just to be confident and, trust in my own strengths, rather than you get sidetracked because obviously I'd hoped to be in that front group, but I lost them right at the beginning. But her message just to trust in what I could do was really important, especially when I saw those time gaps opening up, and I was like, okay, don't give up. Just keep trusting what you're capable of,
Right.
and just bring back the bike strong, and then know that you can rely on your run to get me back up to the near the front.
You've always been a very well-rounded triathlete, because you do a lot of other stuff outside of triathlon. Next week, you're joining us
Yeah, I can't
at
wait.
our CAF weekend, our San Diego Triathlon Challenge. I'm excited that you're coming.
I've wanted to do it for a number of years, and I'm really excited to be there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Rachel, congratulations on your race. Looking
you.
forward to having you join us in San Diego.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to
Rachel Joyce,
it. Thanks.
second place, 2015 Ironman World Championship. Poncho Man, take us out.
I hate to do this, you leave me no choice. I can't live without breakfast with Bob and Rachel.
Yeah! Okay, quick photo.